Welcome to the Spiritual Hour. Mad Mix here. Fall is here. So I want to make a fall cocktail. And I think this one I should have made a couple of weeks ago during Halloween. You'll see why. Sorry I didn't make it at that time. I have never made this before. So I'm quite intrigued. This is a cocktail that came out of Dutch Kills, which was a bar, I think it's still there, I believe in Long Island, New York. And Sasha Petraske, who wrote this book, his wife actually published it. But this was a famous bartender, had Milk and Honey as a bar. But he also, I think, managed Dutch Kills, if I remember right. And this book regarding cocktails has some intriguing cocktails that he came up with and a lot of his bartenders came up with. And this person, I had to write the name down, Zachary Gelnaw-Rubin, was working at Dutch Kills. And apparently the story goes that Sasha walked in one time and said, "Hey, I want a pisco sour." And this bartender, Zachary, said, no, I'm gonna make something different for you. And he put this cocktail in front of him, and Sasha Petraske was blown away, right? And so I'm gonna try and make this one based on the recipe. So let's try it. And it's a very intriguing one because the base is a reposado tequila. And reposado means rested. So this is usually aged anywhere between 3 months and 12 months. Mostly in American whiskey, like oak barrels that had whiskey in it before. So it probably imparts some of the oakiness a little bit, some of the whiskey bourbon flavors. But I'm gonna use that, which is what it's called for. I don't know what brand was called for in the original one, but we take 1 ounce of the reposado tequila. So let's do that. And there's my 1 ounce. So 1 ounce of this tequila. You don't want to use a really light one like the Blanco or the heavy one, which is the Añejo, because it will take away from the flavors. The other ingredient is equal parts, so 1 ounce of the Averna Amaro. So Averna is, I believe, been made since 1860s in Sicily. This is an amazing Amaro on its own. You can just drink it on ice after dinner. It's got nice herbs and spices there, Mediterranean herbs. So here you go. There's 1 ounce of the Averna Amaro. And then it has 3/4 of an ounce of just freshly squeezed, what do I got here? Lemon juice. So let's do that. About 3/4 of an ounce, like so. And a interesting ingredient, maple syrup. Who knew? I've never made a cocktail with maple syrup. So I think this is 1/2 ounce of maple syrup. So this should be pure. I'm not using anything like high fructose syrup or something. This is pure 100% maple syrup. Not sure where it's from. Vermont, I think. So let's put nice 1/2 ounce of maple syrup, and it's dribbling everywhere. So that's the 4 ingredients. I'm gonna put it here so that it doesn't dribble on the table. And then a bunch of ice to essentially just shake it all together. Since there is lemon juice, shake it up, no stirring, and maybe 10-15 seconds. There we go, nice and chilled. Let's get a chilled coupe from the fridge. Here's a chilled coupe, and a shout out to Ramnika and Udayan. Thanks for gifting me these awesome looking cocktail coupes. Because there is lemon juice, you want to double strain it. Pour it right into a chilled coupe. I am not so sure about the color, but we'll see. It's like dirty water. I hope this tastes really good. Online reviews were good. So there we go. So here's the cocktail. And the name of the cocktail is Debbie Don't. The reason it is called Debbie Don't is there is a legend at that bar, Dutch Kills, is that the bathrooms at the bar are haunted by a girl who died there. Her name was Debbie. So this bartender, Zachary, decided that he will call this in honor of that ghost that haunts the Dutch Kills bar. So here's Debbie Don't. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. This is good. On the palate, you get the woodsy reposado tequila, but it's nicely mellowed by the Averna, which has a bit of a bitter finish, but it's more caramel. It's not as bitter and Amaro like a Fernet or a Campari. By the way, Campari owns Averna now. And the lemon juice and the maple syrup, it's just balancing it out beautifully. This is obviously a fantastic cocktail. First time I made it. I hope you guys like it too when you make it. Cheers.
Cheers again.